Thank you for joining me today, everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the braids. So the first thing you're going to do is draw 4 lines that are going to be at an equal distance. This is from Pinterest, from a reference that I looked at. So the first thing you're going to do is draw 4 lines just like so at equal distances. And then once you're make sure that at equal distance, you're going to draw these cross lines just like this. One is going to touch this line, the other one touching the other one, just across just like this. So you're going to have this as your basic layout first. And the next thing obviously that you can do is you could kind of erase the lines if you wanted a little bit, like if you want to, but you could leave them on too as well, because what you want to be able to is to get the feel of, like, by the end you want to be able to get the feel of the roundness. So the next thing you're going to do is follow those guidelines and round up those braids, just like how I'm doing right here. So make sure you go to the edges of this and each one, and it's gonna be very easy because you'll see those lines that you already did. So it should be very easy for you to round up the edges to make sure it's gonna look like a braid. And it'll give you the depth. You're gonna have to pop it out. All right. So once you make those, you round them around the edges, it's gonna start popping out. Okay, that's your next step. So as you can see, you can still see those guidelines right there, the 4 lines. So you begin with the 4 lines, and then you're concentrating on first rounding the outline so you get it somewhere just like this. So obviously the slower you do it, the better. And the way you're going to round it on the outside, you could make it more dramatic or realistic. It's up to you, right? All right. So basically, that's how you do it. And so now you can concentrate on the form, Once you have this, it's going to be much easier for you to, like, shade in. So shading in is the next part. So obviously, where each braid meets the other, like where they're meeting each other, and that's where it's going to be darker because the lights are going to be not being able to reach down to that part. So you're going to darken those areas right there to pop it out. So if you're going to do that, it's going to give the illusion of popping the whole thing out. So this will give you a nice, good, rounded feeling and appearance, right? So there you have the braids that you can, and it's a question of how well you do this and how slowly you do it. But I wanted to show you, like, the method of, like, how you arrive at this point. All right, so after this, it's a question of doing the details by putting in the lights and shadows and the values, the grays and the darks and the blacks against the whites, And that's what you're going to be concentrating on it from this point on. So this is the point where you need to arrive at, and then you can do the rest of it, okay? So you have the braids right there. And it's a question of shading right now. So if you wanted to do another one, and it has to be at a certain angle, right? So if it's at an angle, you're going to do the same thing. It's still going to be these same guidelines that you're going to draw them, but this time it's going to be at an angle that you're going to have to do. And follow the same thing. You're going to draw those guidelines, round up the edges to make the appearance of braids, and then pop them out with your shadows, just like this. So it's going to be at an angle, so you're going to have to draw, let's say you want to do another one that's popped from behind it, one behind. So the same thing, it's going to be those 4 lines, the guidelines that'll give you the way for you to cross the lines again, and then round up the edges, and then voila, you have your, see, right there, So that's the steps that you're going to have to take to get this done, guys, all right? I hope you enjoyed that one. And definitely subscribe and share, and hit the like button and hit the notification button so you could be, when I put up all these videos, you're going to be informed about them. Okay, so there you go, guys. And at this point, it's a question of like really taking it easy and like doing a nice job on it. All right. I hope you enjoyed this, and please follow along with all the other ones that I'm going to be putting up. And don't forget to keep practicing every day. And when you do these, kind of fast and, get the idea and sketch them a lot, the more you do, the better. You'll get the good feel for it, and you'll be able to do some great braids in your drawings, okay? So this is once again a close-up of the braids and how you kind of arrive at doing them. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for watching.